All right, before we even get into this video, I want to dedicate this video to my boy Shira. You know, he out here in the Navy. You know, he's out here, serving the country. Shout out my boy Shira. But this beat is dedicated to you, my boy. I know you're a beginner at FL, and I thought this video could come in handy. So, shout out Shira. This video dedicated to you. And let's get into the video. What's up, guys? It's Virtual Beats coming at you live once again from the simulation. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a beginning guide to making beats. So this is going to be, part of the For Dummies series. If you guys are, not familiar with that, but I'm going to go into making beats. This is a beginner video. So if you're more of like an intermediate or advanced producer, you already know how patterns work and stuff, I still recommend, you chill in this, video, because you might learn something you never, learned before. But I'm going to go ahead and break down everything. When making beats, if you're new to this, you're going to have this thing right here called a channel rack. And this thing right here is where you put all your beat sets, where you put your kicks, your claps, your 808s, your snares, etc., etc. By default, it should give you a kick right here. All right, so we got a kick, clap, hat, snare. And this I dragged by default. This is a plugin called Serato sampling, but I'm gonna be sampling for this video. So what I recommend, when making beats is you just gotta find what you're gonna use. Are you gonna use a melody or are you gonna use a sample? So for melodies, you can go ahead, click this and add FL keys, and you can go ahead and, come up with a melody. And I have a tutorial I put above my head right here that shows, little hacks to, get some nice chord progression going for FL keys. But for this video, I'm gonna be doing a sample. So this is one of my favorite plugins for sampling. You can get it on Splice for $5 a month, or you can, pay the full 100. And it's good. I like this because I can drag the sample in there, right? It'll tell me the BPM and the key. So the sample is C minor, and the key is 73 beats per minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip the sample by putting it to 150. And now I'm gonna keep it in sync. So let me go ahead and just play something real quick. I'm trying to find like a good key I want to keep it in. Maybe we'll pitch it up just one. So now I got that. I'm gonna just go ahead in my piano roll, drag this out. All right. So I got a melody right there going on. So what I could do is I can click this, drag it all the way to 64. I recommend you guys do that by, default, get into the habit of that. But you can create a melody. So you can do your piano, add your piano, make your little melody. I'm using the sample, so I chose this sample. But I have a guide on sampling. If you guys want to learn more about that, I'll put it up here again once more. But so I got my sample ready to go right there, boom. So then now I would add some drums. So for drums, what I recommend for drums is you want to get drums that are for the genre that you're trying to make that go good with it. You're not going to use drill drums on, a hyperpop or R&B thing if you're going for that specific sound, unless you're trying, be creative and mix the genre together. But if you're going for like a specific sound you need specific drum kits. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be playing this. And I'm gonna just be just playing a bunch of sounds just to see what I like, what fits this. So I've just dragged the hi-hat in. I like this hi-hat. I'm gonna drag it in right here. So one thing you could do is you can go ahead and put this, like down like this. Everything you click will be, part of the part of the beat. So instead of clicking like this one by one, you can just right click it and go to fill 2 steps or 4 steps, or you can go 8. But one thing you want to know is if you're making a beat right here, we'll get a clap. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna get a clap. You can get this clap from my VR chat drum kit if you guys got that. It's the sauce clap. Let me go ahead and pull that up. All right. So let me turn that down a little bit. When you have a beat, right, the red, people will tell you, oh, the red or the claps. This is where you add the claps. This is where you add the claps. Or this is where you add the claps, right? But if you're double timing it, like this beat, I'm double timing. So it was, let me show you. So originally the beat was 75, but I double timed it to 150. So when you double time beats, you don't want to put the hat or the claps right here. Unless you want to make it, you know, faster, but I want to keep it at 75 beats per minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the claps right here on the blues. So we got something going right there. So another thing for hi-hats, you want to go ahead and you want to tweak them. You want to go more in depth. Right click hi-hat, piano roll. You could do this for all the instruments, not just hi-hats. You could do this for the kicks. You could do this for the melody, for the sample. Right here, what that does is it puts all these on a piano roll. So what you could do is, if you want these all to touch, you know, all the way to the end, what you could do is hit Control L, boom, automatically puts them all the way to the end. And now you can go ahead and go in depth. So let's say I like to pitch my hi-hats down depending on what I'm doing. So I'm gonna put it down by 2. So it will sound like this. Put it down by 2. And then one thing you could do is, if you like to roll your hi-hats, you can go ahead and you can, you know, drag these back. You know, you can go like that. Or another technique you could do for rolling your hi-hats, you can click this right here, the square tool. Select a section of your hi-hats, like we'll take this one right here. You click this wrench, you go to chop, it'll chop up your hi-hats, and you can manipulate them with this. So you can go ahead and you can go crazy. You can go. You can do all kinds of stuff with them. So I'm gonna just do a little. So I'm gonna go ahead and come up with a pattern real quick. So we got, you know, I came up with this little, you know, we got this little rolling thing going on here. So we got. So we got, you know, hi-hats, claps, depending on the genre you're doing. This one I'm gonna go for, you know, more rap, trap style. But I got, you know, some hi-hats going on, so I'm gonna add, you know, some 808s. So let me go look for a good 808. So we got the Kirby 808. Let me go throw that in there. And let me just come up with something. So tuning your 808s. I have videos on this, but I'll go through it on here briefly. You know, you can check out that video if you want to. I go on I'll put that video. I'm gonna put a lot of videos on top of my avatar. But what you want to do is for 808s. But I'll put the 808 video up there. I'll go, you know, more in depth if you really want to, you know, go crazy with 808s. But I'll do it quickly on here. what you want to do for your 808s, take off the loop points, click this, put all the hold up, everything down, go right here, cut it south. So now your 808 will go from sounding like this. So now it doesn't, you see how it stops on here, overlaps here. It stops automatically. So you want to do that. And next you want to know what your sample is on, or what the key of your thing is. So the key of my beat, C sharp minor. So I just got to say in the C sharp minor scale. And if you don't know your scales, I will be giving you guys, who join the Discord server, a free, Medi scale pack. And what you do is you just click this right here, right? C sharp minor, that's where it's at. So I'll go to major minor scales, C sharp minor. So let me go ahead and put that right there. And by having this thing right here, C sharp minor, now when I open up here the piano roll, all these notes that are highlighted on here, I can put my 808 there and it'll be on key. So let me go ahead and just come up with some 808s. So I can put these anywhere on the scale to be on key. So now I got that going on. Let me go ahead and just delete this. I don't need this no more. But yeah, that's a little cheat code I'll give away in my Discord server, to help you guys, beginners with 808s. But yeah, I got that. I got all these things structured. Let me see if I want to add anything else. Maybe like an open, a symbol. So I got that going on, right? All right, so I can close the piano roll out. You got this, and you're probably thinking, okay, now that I got a loop going on, I got all this, where do I put this at? Where do I place this on FL? So if you put it right here, and you click this, it'll open up the playlist. Then you want to click this. So this is pattern 1 right here. If I click this, we'll go to pattern 2. Up here, I click and drag up. It'll take me to pattern 2 all the way to infinite patterns and drag down back to pattern 1. So what you do is you click this text and then you click on here. You want to make sure you have the pencil selected. And now when you hit play, it's going to still play the channel thing. If you want to play what's on the playlist, you got to click this right here. It'll turn green. And as you see, there's a little arrow right here that pops up when I click song mode. Now it'll play everything that's on here. Wanted to tweak that a little bit, but yeah, everything's on here. So I'm gonna show you a trick on how to separate it, because I see a lot of beginner people, what they do is they'll go ahead, they'll click this, keep going, and then they'll make another pattern and then they'll redo it. This is what you want to do. Make sure it's set to pattern 1 or wherever you put this pattern at, right here, right? You want to click pattern 1 right here, right click it. It'll say right here, split by channel. Click that. And now it's separated all the sounds. Look at that, the 808, the clap, the hi-hats, the open hats, and the sample. And then you can go ahead and structure it. You can add a build up. You can go ahead and line these up and structure them how you want to structure. So if you want to, like, oh, okay, I want to make this whole beat right here. I want it to come in like right over here. And then I want to add some build up right here. Maybe put the hi-hats right here. You can go ahead. This is where you would get your song ready. All right, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how it goes for making, beats, structuring beats. And for the next video, I'm gonna go in depth into mixing the beats, mixing everything. I have videos on my channel with leveling, but what good is leveling, if you don't know how to mix your beats? So I'm gonna go into mixing the beats for the next video. I think it's gonna drop either this Monday or Tuesday, you know. But yeah, if you guys want more videos like this in the future, go ahead and subscribe for more. Comment for, anything that you'd like to see me cover, or comment, if you know any other tips and tricks that you think, that should have been in this video. But yeah, if you guys want to join my community Discord server, link up with me, collaborate, join a place where you can collaborate with other artists, get feedback. We have over 300 Discord members. Feel free to join. Link in bio. But my name is Virtual Beats. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm signing out the simulation.